Hello, welcome to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, and today we have another timeless book of card reading on what does the universe have in store for you next in terms of your career, finances, and your relationships. And before we begin this reading, I do want to announce that 31st of January, in just 2 months, I will be offering my astrology course for the very first time. So, if you're interested in learning astrology from me, come join. My courses are long there for 2 months. You will be with me for a while. It's not a one day workshop, so if you have the time, if you want to learn, if you have the patience, if you want to dive deep into the esoterics, you're very welcome to come learn. It's going to be a very intuitive, very extensive astrology course. You're going to have a lot of fun in it, and it's going to be very enlightening for sure. You can hit me up for that on my email or my Instagram to get more details. My description box has the details given in it. And you can also hit me up if you want a personal reading from me. I will very happily look at your birth chart as a part of the reading. I'm also increasing my rates in the coming year. So in 1 month, I will be increasing my rates. So get your readings in before the New Year's, my old clients, new clients, if you want it at the same rate as it is right now. And please do like the video for me, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times. I would really appreciate it. It has really helped me with the engagement on the channel. And thank you so much for all the love, the subscribes, the likes, the hypes. Thank you for all the amazing, sweet comments that you guys poured into me in the comment sections, in my DMs, in my emails. I'm so grateful that I get to wake up and experience so much love on a daily basis. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all the love. And yeah, let's begin this reading on what does the universe have in plan for you. What does the universe have in store for you in terms of your finances, career, money, relationships, all the good stuff. So pile number one, we have our Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. Pile number two, we have our Navigator's Tarot of the Mystic Sea. And pile number three, we have our Gustave Doré. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times. If you want to learn astrology, come hit me up. If you want me to look at your birth chart, if you want a personal reading from me, hit me up for that as well. And I will see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, this is your reading on what does the universe have in store for you in terms of your career, relationships, and finances. And before we jump into this reading, I do want to announce that 31st of January, in just 2 months, I am offering my astrology course for the very first time. So do not miss out. Come learn. You will be very enlightened, and if you want to have a more intuitive approach to understanding your own birth chart and reading intuitively for yourself and others, you're very welcome to come join and learn. I'm also offering personal readings. I will be looking at your birth chart very much as a part of the personal reading, and I am increasing my rates in the coming year. So you have a month, get your readings in before the new year, new clients or old clients. And please do like the video, share, subscribe, comment for me. Also, hype this video for me 3 times if you can. I would really appreciate that. And thank you for all the love, the subscribes, all the likes, all the sweet comments, all the hypes. I really appreciate all the love. And let's begin this reading on what does the universe have in store for you? What does the universe have in plan for you? And we're just being visited by a black dog. And just before that, there was another dog that visited me. And they're just coming and they're going back. I don't know what's up with that. So, I do think the dog energy is very strong in your reading. And it's a very protective energy, you know? So, you are being guarded and you're being protected even if you're experiencing a rite of passage. I do think there are a lot of difficulties that you're experiencing right now, and things won't always be this way. Things will improve. Things are going to get better. It's not always going to be like a mess, and you're coming out of the chaos stronger, more vigilant, better than ever, with more skills and more, heights to achieve in terms of your greatness. So it's really inherent within you to, reach your greatness over here. I think that's the message. And yeah, I think what you're moving towards is your emotional fulfillment. You're moving towards things that are actually emotionally fulfill you, and you are taking the right kind of action. King of Pentacles, your finances are going to be looking really, really good, pile number one. Even if they haven't been the best, I think a lot of y'all will be getting a new job or will be promoted. Or if you have a business, it will go viral. You will get a boom in your income. So this is the time for you to make money, and that is what the universe has in store for you, to make more cash, honestly, to earn in as many, like, you know, currencies as you can. And don't limit yourself, The sky is the limit over here. In what ways can you expand? Be very ambitious and be very strategic right now, because those are the things that is going to really help and pay off in major ways, literally, you know. So I'm hearing money is the anthem. So it is about money, and I think once you have your money, you will also have love. That is marriage for you. Whatever your version of marriage is, even if you don't want a traditional marriage, you will be able to find someone and be with and stick to that person, and there will be an ease in this relationship. So I do think there's a new relationship coming into your life very, very soon, pile number one. And I do think the blessings will come in threes. You'll get a promotion, you'll make more money, and you'll get a partner. I'm also seeing a glow up over here, so if you're working hard, just know that it will pay off. And I'm seeing a lot of y'all are trying to lose weight, gain muscle. So those things will happen. Just keep working hard and keep working out. Yeah, Scorpio, death card. So there is a lot of this intense transformatory energy, and the thing with Scorpio is, you're changing at a very cellular level, and it's intense. It's not easy, right? I think what you're being really asked to do right now is to go inwards and to spend at least 60 minutes to 90 minutes in solitude and do nothing, and be still and ask yourself, what do you truly want, and let the answers come up in the stillness. It won't be a direct answer. It'll be like a short, quiet answer in the back of your mind, and it will speak to you if you just let it, by number one. So that is what is being called of you to do right now, to maximize your earnings, maximize your ability to make money right now, and to even gain more, make more gains despite, suffering and struggling, making it all worthwhile for you. The Judgment. Yeah, we have this angel blowing the horn. So there is a lot of this mass awakening that you're experiencing, and also spearheading. I think in a way you are the angel too, even if you are like the soul that is being awakened. There is a lot of this active energy coming into your life, and I think it'll be like a spontaneous thing. You wouldn't have to do much. Focus on what you're creating, what you're visualizing. All those things are very, very important, and be very shrewd with your resources, be very shrewd with your expenses, and take care of your expenditure, because I do think you will have better places to invest in. Four of Pentacles and Seven of Cups. I think a lot of y'all could get answers in sleep, in your dreams. So be mindful and aware of that. That will also come to you. There's a lot of happiness coming in your career as well. So money and career are on the up and up. I think you know that. Now let's see what is up with your relationships and love. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Sun, the Emperor, Seven of Wands. I do think you might have someone in 1.5 years time in your life, which honestly is not a lot, you know. It's relatively short, and even if you are single, make the most of your singlehood and your solitude, because solitude itself is a luxury that not everyone can have. And yes, not a lot of people can even be in solitude. So it's a gift and a blessing, and make the most of it. And there's a reason you have it, and spend all this time on yourself, growing, because when you do have a partner, which I do think you will be so busy that you just won't have the time, for yourself or to do other things. The black dog goes again, going out. So guard your territory, be protective, Seven of Wands. Don't, just because you're alone and you're single or whatever, don't give people your time. Be very shrewd with it, and do what you have to do. Spend it on yourself. Even if you have the energy, stockpile it. Keep it for yourself. I don't think you should be entertaining love options right now. I think that's what the cards are clearly saying. But I do think you will have a person coming in, like I said, in 1 year, 1.5 years time. And this person is only going to come into your life after you have gained success and you're doing well. I think you could be dreaming of this person. I think this person is in your dreams a lot, and you've been dreaming of this person. And I think you're very connected in the 4D and the 5D, but there is still this longing. And just know that your person is there and you will be meeting them. But yeah, I think right now it's showtime, and you know that. Don't take on too much. Like I said, see, no matter how much you love someone, at the end of the day, your relationship is work. So having to work so many hours and then having to be with someone, that is also work, right? And there will be time for love. Wait for it, and when it's time for it, you'll not even be able to escape it, you know. So make the most of the solitude. I think that's what the cards are saying. Have boundaries, say no to people, keep it on the low, and be very focused on yourself. And we have a lot of dogs visiting today, pile number one. So you clearly have a connection with the dogs. And this is like the cute one. He's a very obedient, cute brown dog. So, yeah, you could even be doing a lot of things that you don't usually do, because if you've been watching my channel, I'm not the biggest fan of dogs yet. I've started feeding them, taking care of them, and, I've started bonding with a lot of them, and they're always wagging their tails instead of barking at me now. And again, I still love cats more than dogs. I'm a little prejudiced when it comes to that, but I still do love these dogs, So again, I do think you need to maybe do things you wouldn't usually do, and that is going to really benefit you. I'm a Taurus, so I'm very set in my ways. So whenever I do something unusual, it always pays off. So maybe that's the final advice for you over here. I think that's what you need to do. I think that is what will lead you to your emotional fulfillment. Listening to your intuition, and even making the enemy beast your friend in whichever way you can. Because even the people that we hate, we're connected to them in a way, right? So people are always mirrors. Everything is a mirror to you. If your eyes are clear enough to see the truth. And I think that is what is being revealed to you right now. And I do think your money is going to be looking really good before you have a partner. So that's what the cards are saying. I, and what's the point of having love if you're broke? Right? What would you do? Like, go nowhere, So I think there's a right time for everything, and a new time is coming up very, very soon. You will see a lot of gains in your career in the next 10 months, I feel. My readings are timeless, so whenever you see 10 months from now, you will be making a lot of career gains, and money's going to be pouring in for sure. Pile number one. Okay, pile number one, we have the dandelion and we have the poison hemlock. You're working through a lot of darkness, you're working through a lot of just ancestral baggage, you're working through a lot of karma from different lifetimes. It's very heavy, it's intense, it's slow, delays, all those things. I do feel you. But what is being called of you right now, and what you will be rewarded for, is to show courage and to muster the strength and to continue moving forward regardless of what is happening or what is going around you. I think there's a real message for that, and I think the more courage you show, and also realizing that you will bloom at your own time. There's no hurry to bloom. You can bloom on your clock. You don't have to bloom on anyone else's clock. And your clock is the most perfect clock for you. So don't be in a hurry, don't be in a rush. I do sense a lot of y'all are young here. So, you know, channelize your energy and make the most of the time that you have, because our time on earth is relatively very limited to just like the scale of time, pile number one. So make the most of this existence. I think that's what the cards are saying, find the happiness. Yeah, be happy. Chase the muse. Follow your inspiration. Again, dreaming is very, very prominent over here. Getting a lot of this spicy and dreamy energy. And it's making me a little sleepy, you know. So I do think messages from the other side are very, very important. Keep a dream journal. It will help you. Yeah. That's all I'm seeing. Again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times. If you want to learn astrology, if you want a personal reading from me, hit me up. I will be increasing my rates in the coming year. So come get your readings, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Navigator Star of the Mystic Sea, this is your reading on what is universe's plan for you next in terms of your career, finance, and relationships. And before we begin this reading, I do want to announce that 31st of January, in 2 months, I am offering my astrology course. So if you're interested in learning astrology from me, come learn, come join. You're very welcome. It's going to be a long course. You will be with me for 2 months. It's not a short course that you just come to me for a day. So if you have the time, if you want the knowledge, if you really are into the esoterics, you can come and learn and join. And I'm just smiling because there's a cat that is visiting us. So cat energy is very, very strong in your reading. Pile number one had the dog energy. And I'm also offering personal readings. You can hit me up for that as well. I will very happily look at your birth chart as a part of the personal reading, and I am increasing my rates in the coming year, so you have a month. Old clients, new clients, get your reading in before the new year, as I will be increasing my rates in the coming year. Just to let you know in advance. And please do like the video for me, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me. YouTube has this new feature. You can hype the video for me 3 times, and it would really help me with the engagement and the algorithm. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate all the love, all this lovely, sweet comments, and just the love that you guys pour into me every day. I'm really grateful. And yeah, let's begin this reading on what has the universe's plan for you next. So let's start with career. We have the Six of Wands, the Empress, and the Knight of Pentacles. Very strong Venus energy. So Venus is coming to bless you in your career, especially if you have a creative artistic career. If you are very visible, you will get a lot of recognition, virality, all those things very much here. There's a victory for you. All the slow, steady, persistent hard work that you've done over long periods of time is going to pay off in a way where you will be making more money putting in less effort. Pile number two. So all your hard work is really paying off. All the groundwork you've done, this is the moment. Things are really going to change for you now within a few months, where you know you wouldn't have to put as much effort into making money. You'll be putting in more efforts, but yet you'll be earning 3 times of what you were earning before. So there's a lot of promise of that. So victory. a lot of victory in your career and a lot of victory in whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to get a job, you will get it. If you want your business to grow, it will grow more than you expected it to. So you're going to get busy, 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 trying to keep up with the demands of your new life. And I think you've been manifesting this, and it is here. You will get it. I think what is being called of you right now is to maybe show a little more emotional maturity, to be a little more emotionally reserved, not to give in to your usual emotional self. King of Cups, yeah, you have to show emotional maturity. Maybe you don't have as much time to hang out or do everything that you used to do, and that is okay. He's a rather cool looking King of Cups. So, there is this, you are keeping the balance, and you know how to keep the balance by maintaining a certain body posture. So it's about your skill, and it's about your discernment, and it's about your abilities now. That is what is going to take you far. Yeah. Money's gonna be looking good by number two. Nine of Pentacles. You're gonna be very happy with what you have achieved. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles, and we have a tortoise over here. So slow, steady, hard work is the way. Pile number two. It's really the way for you, and this is it. It's gonna pay off. Also, the cards are asking you to be more strategic in terms of your plans and your actions, and putting more thought into it will benefit you a lot. It will help you grow in the right direction, and it will again give you the things you need to foster yourself the true accomplishment and success you need. There have been disappointments, there have been things that have been letting you down, but now is really the time for a lot of growth. Six of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, and I'd asked about the finances. So if there are certain struggles with your finances, if there are things that if there are struggles with your finances, if there are things that are bothering you, if there are people that are blocking your money, know that you will get your money. So just keep giving. Be in the energy of giving. I think a lot of y'all could have Rahu in the 6th house, Rahu in Virgo, Rahu in the 10th, Rahu in Capricorn, Rahu in the 2nd, or Rahu in Taurus. You have these earth Rahus in these earth houses. So you have no choice but to really work and make money, and the more you give and the more work you will get. So don't be stingy with your expenditure right now. You know, even if people are asking you for help, help them. And I'm not saying you have to help everyone, but genuine people who ask you for help, do help them, because the more you give, the more you will get. So your stability is not going to be rocked. Your stability is very much yours, and you will have it, and you will be happy with it. Yeah, consistent hard work is paying off in your finances. So you will have enough for yourself and for the people that you love. You know how to be cold, you know when to be cold and to whom. You're really good at that. Tower. I do see changes. Even the way you spend money, the way you look at money, all those things are going to be changing for you for sure. So there's a lot of growth in your career sector and your finances. Let's ask about relationships. We have the Destiny card, which is Libra, Two of Swords, which is Moon and Libra, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and we have the Ten of Cups. Love is definitely coming in. I do see love coming in within a year's time. And I do think this is your destiny. I think it's very predestined for you to meet this person. You can have Venus in the 6th house, Venus in Virgo, or Venus with malefics. So love is not going to be easy for you, and I think you know that. But that's where the most karma is, and I think that's where you have fixed karma. So if you're fearing you will not meet anyone, you're very wrong. I do think you'll be meeting someone within a year where you have fixed karma with them, and you will be in love and you'll be taking care of each other. But I do think you'll be taking care of your person more. Your person could either have debt problems or health issues, and you will be meeting them at the right time where you know you will be able to help them and take care of them. Even if that's not what a lot of y'all want, I do think you have someone made specifically just for you, and you have incomplete karma with this person, and you're going to be incredibly attracted to this person. You will not be able to help yourself but be attracted to this person because of your incomplete karma with them. So I do think in a way your person will also push you towards liberation and help you grow in a very spiritual sense. They will, help you experience love just beyond the humanness, and experiencing love for another human. They will make you experience a more divine kind of a love. Yeah, I do think it's in your destiny to get liberated. It is in your destiny to find your way out, no matter how lost you get. You're meant to be a leader. You know this. You're never meant to work under someone. You're not meant to be a protege to anyone but yourself. You're that iconic and great Palamber too. And I do think you've had a lot of past lives where you've done a lot of amazing things. You've grown a lot and you've been able to master a lot of things. So this lifetime for you is really like the all star of it all, of lifetimes. So you really have to go out with a boom and a bang. So yeah, that's what the cards are saying. There is someone just meant for you. It's just they're very, very close. I do think you are also already experiencing certain changes in your life. And I do think these changes you need to have in your life before you meet your person. So in a way you're being prepared even if you don't always know or realize. I'm seeing a lot of forward momentum, a lot of growth. And universe is going to throw a lot of things at you, and to really see, are you truly ready? Are you truly you know, prepared for all the happiness and all the joy, ready to take over your life? And I think you're entering a very busy time. You're going to be doing a lot. There's going to be a lot on your plate. So, buckle up. Buckle up, pile number two. I think that's the main message. And you will be able to again tap more into your primitive self, and that will help you. So there's a lot of intensity that you do have to ride over here, and the more you're able to accept the flow of things and also adjust whenever required and do whatever needs to be done in the moment, I think you'll be really good at it and be really amazing at, again, efficiently getting everything that you want. And they're barking, and we have the Wolf's Bane card. And they're all just running around being wild, so I don't know what's up with them. They were very quiet right now. And I had fed them, so I don't know why they're being, so naughty right now. Push through the pain, push through the pain, you will be able to find your way out. The cards are very much on your side, and whatever is done is done. And there is a new horizon for you to reach, pile number two. And yes, life has been difficult, and it has been, test after tests, but it is helping you truly see who you are. It is also helping you liberate yourself. You're also a very old soul that has a lot to do and a lot to accomplish, a lot to give. So silently bloom at your own time. Do what you have to do, even if it's in the dead of the winter. Certain flowers, they only bloom in the winter. They need the winter cold. They need the winter desolation to bloom. Maybe you are like that. You're like a hellebore. Hellebores, they bloom in the winter. And they're poisonous too. So, again, that chthonic quality. Understand your nature, appreciate your nature, and be at peace with it. Know thyself. And you are like an ancient one. You have a lot of knowledge within you. I'm also seeing Ketu in the ninth. You're very spiritual and religious, but I think at times you question God the most. And that is okay. That is only meant to bring you closer to God. And you always need to maintain like a good relationship with God, regardless of how you're feeling about the state of the world or your life circumstances. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 2 against general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest of you. Like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times, I would really appreciate it. If you're interested in learning astrology from me, if you are interested in getting a personal reading from me, hit me up right now. I will be increasing my rates in the coming year, and yeah, I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Gustav Dore tarot, this is your reading on what is the universe's plan for you next. And before we begin this reading, I do want to announce 31st of January, I will be offering my astrology course. So if you're interested in learning astrology, you're very welcome. My courses are long, they will be for 2 months. So if you have the time, if you really want to dive deep into the esoterics, come learn. If you want to have a very intuitive approach to understanding your birth chart and making predictions and doing it for yourself and others, I think this is the course you need to join. And I'm also increasing my rates in the coming year. If you want a personal reading from me, get it right now. Within a year's time, within a month's time, as the new year, I will be increasing my rates. I will be very happily looking at your birth chart as a part of the reading. And please do like the video for me, share, subscribe, comment. Please have the video for me 3 times. I would really appreciate it. It has really helped me with the engagement on the channel and with the algorithm. So thank you so much. Thank you for all the love, subscribes, all the likes, all the sweet, lovely comments that you guys pour into me all the time. It's really sweet of you. So thank you. And let's begin this reading on what is universe's plan for you next in terms of career, finances, love, relationships. So let's begin with your career. Pile number 3. The reading starts with the Hermit, Ace of Wands, the Star, and we have the Strength. You're definitely being called to show a lot of strength in your career right now. You're meant to be working alone. You need to be very private about your business, what you're doing, till it's ready to launch. And I do think a lot of you are meant to do business on your own. You're meant to work in solitude. You're not meant to work in groups of people. You're meant to have a very solitary, isolating job. If you don't have a solitary, isolating job, you need to start looking for a job where you can be alone and work. You are not meant to work with people. Even if you work with people, there has to be a gap and a distance between you and the other person, even if you're providing a service to them. So there has to be solitude in your work. I think that is how you will make the most money. I think a lot of y'all are psychics, spiritualists, therapists, you know. So solitude is going to be your best friend. Even I'm seeing a lot of therapy energy here too. So whatever you do, healing arts, whether you're doing it scientifically or esoterically, all of that work requires a lot of stillness, silence, patience with yourself and with others. So cultivate that at all times. That is what is going to give you the energy and the motivation you need to grow and to make things happen for yourself. There's also a lot of healing for you over here as a result. And I do think you understand your healing can only happen if you heal other people. In healing other people, will you heal? So there's a lot of this spiritual kind of career energies that you have, and again, strong 12th house energy, 8th house energy, 4th house energy. You are an old soul, and you've got like thousands and millions of years of experience just crammed into your brain, making the most of the little time that you have on earth right now, you know. So I do think you also experience situations that are very, very difficult. Yet that is what you need to unlock these abilities and gifts hiding within you, and to really tap into your true self, knowing knowing your truth and your value. Even if people are not seeing it right away, you know. There's a lot of this you becoming the best version of yourself as a result of all the difficulties you experience, and you might feel as if you cannot go on, but you will still find the strength, and you will find these hidden reserves of strength that you didn't even know you had, but you do. and that is what is needed from you at your end to grow and to make things happen for yourself the way it needs to. Yeah, Six of Cups, but come back to the simplicity and the nostalgia of things. Finances, High Priestess. You are a moneymaker. You are an excellent moneymaker. And again, see, we got the Hermit and the High Priestess for you, so I'm very bang on. This is my pile of spiritual baddies, you know. So, I had a few careers before this, and I was still good at them, and they were still adjusting to what I'm doing right now, but I just didn't have as much success because I guess I wasn't really doing what I was supposed to do till I started doing this and, getting the success that I've gotten, by God's grace. So I do think there's a very specific kind of hyper specific job just for you too, where, you would shine the most and is meant for someone like you with the experiences that you've had only. And it's giving the shaman the witch of the village, so you will be this intermediary figure, and again, solitude. You can make a lot of money on your own. You don't even need an assistant. By number three, you can work that much on your own. I think that is your real secret to making money over here. I honestly think you're going to be making more money than your partner. Even if you feel you're not there yet, you're meant to be. You're the money maker of the house. Pile number three, and that's why life has been so difficult. You could even have a lot of Saturn placements. You could even have something at 22 degrees of, uh, you know, any sign, because 22 is a Capricorn degree. It's ruled by Saturn. It's called the kill of the bee kill degree, and there's a lot of this intensity and grit of things, that you've had to experience, even if you don't have 22 degrees. You could have a lot of 22 in your birth chart. So, and 22 is a master number, and we do not reach mastery easily, right? It comes at a personal cost, and that's what is going to make you the money. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, and she's consulting her skull. Isn't that very very occult? You're going to be making money through your gifts. You're not meant to have a normal job. You're not meant to work retail, service, none of that. The service that you'll be giving is your spiritual knowledge to people, but you'll be giving it in a very pragmatic, perfectionist, Virgo sort of an energy. Definitely giving Rahu in the 6th, Ketu in the 12th house energy. Rahu in Virgo, Ketu in Pisces. You know, you have to ground this spiritual mastery that you have and like feed it. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the mother bird, feeding the meat to the baby birds after mincing it and, putting it in their mouth. And you are the mother bird, Pailamathi, whether you like it or not. You know, everyone is your son, basically. Yeah. I think this is also leading you to a lot of emotional fulfillment and happiness. And I think all of this is also related to how you will find love because, again, I do think there's a very karmic partner for you, high level soulmate twin flame, and you will only meet this person once you, finish your karma and finish a lot of these heavy karmic duties that you've been carrying with yourself. And only when these things come to an end will you be able to be with your person. So you will be building your empire on your own, and your person will be coming in to help you enhance and perfect the things that you've already built and created for yourself. You will not have someone coming in to help you create things. There's not going to be that sense of collaboration. The collaboration is with you and yourself. It's me, myself, and I here, pile number three. It's literally that, and you're better off alone. A lot of people need to find their significant other. A lot of people need a team. A lot of people need friends, right? So many people need friends. But you're none of those. You are the rare variety who can stand alone, walk alone, and handle business alone. And you are a master at it. Clearly, you are a master moneymaker, and if things are a mess, it's because you are a mess, and you unblock one thing in your life, and everything is unblocked, and you're meant to have a business that is an extension of you. So if you're not feeling good, how will your business feel good? So you have to be very, poured into yourself, taking care of your health, sleeping on time, eating on time, exercising enough, doing all the basic needs, right? Even just I think even the human basic needs, they take like a few hours every day if you're really doing them properly the way they need to be done, right? Like even getting all the nutrition, you know, no matter how many supplements we take, I'm sure we are still deficient in something, right? So, but in sort of overcoming that and achieving that level of mastery and perfection is where the goal is for you and where the reward is for you. Yeah, I think that is what is going to make you happy. It's a lot of this Virgo energy that you have to, you know, channelize in your life and bring that order and discipline, that, you know, perfectionist tendencies. Because if anyone can reach the level of success and heights, it is you. No one works harder than you, pile number three, and you know this. You can outwork everyone, with the fanciest degrees, and you can make 10 times the more money. You know this. You don't really even need breaks. You're very driven by your passion, giving strong Asura gun energy, you know. So you have the capacity to bear a lot of change, whether you like it or not. You can push through those difficulties and still get what you want and still be super successful in it. You are a change creator, pile number three, whether you like it or not. And I know it's not fun, it's not easy, but you can go from zero to billions of dollars. You literally have that much power within you. And you're meant to get money from multiple sources of income, so don't just be hooked on one thing. There's so much more you can do. Listen to your dreams, listen to your desires, listen to the subconscious, it is guiding you. You are getting a lot of angelic messages. Even the ideas you're getting, they're very divine in nature right now, so appreciate them, value them, be grateful for it, and listen to your heart. Be still enough, get quiet enough to listen, and that is what is going to help you get further on in this path. And there is love for you, there's brand new love. So even the past disappointments that you're holding on to is weighing on your mind, it's weighing on your heart. You don't need it anymore. Cut it all out, let it all go. Cleanse yourself, purify yourself, lighten yourself. There is someone brand new coming in for love as well. And it's a very divine union, it's a very divine relationship. Things are going to be looking really good over here. Henbane. Very connected to your ancestors, listen to them, and there's a renewal over here, there's a revival over here. You will be restored if if you feel you've been fragmented in any sort of a way. There's going to be a lot of healing that is going to occur at your end, but you have to get quiet enough to listen to the messages of angels. So get quiet enough and listen to the angels. They're speaking to you very heavily. Even signs, synchronicities, numbers, all of that. There'll be things that only you can see, and it is supposed to be that way. So make the most of this time, because it is here to teach you so much, and it is here to make you grow. And love will come in. I think love is right at the door, and let it be a surprise. And I think your fifth house, seventh house could be empty. Love and relationships are not going to be a major part of your life, and I do think you understand that. You will have love, but it's not going to be your whole identity. You're not going to have that. You're not meant to have that in this lifetime. You've done a lot of that in your past life. So this life for you is about your career, what you have to do for yourself, what you can pour into yourself, the tiny details. You know, not letting anything be unturned. Being a real perfectionist with things, right? And spending your time and your energy into yourself. And I think that's also your cheat code to having a successful marriage. Let it be like a background thing. If you give your partner too much attention all the time, and if you're smothering them, your relationship will not work out and you'll be fighting even more. So try to give them less attention, honestly, and focus on your work and stuff. I think that is pretty much your life goal. You could even have Rahu in the 10th. Rahu in the 10th or Rahu in Capricorn. It's really about business for you. And your business is what is going to liberate you. Pile number 3. You're meant to be the richest person in your family, even if you don't feel like that right now. Pile number 3, you'll be very amazed and very surprised. Very surprised. Yeah. Black sheep of the family. Black swan of the family. Yeah. That's all I have for pile number 3. Second is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to learn astrology, come learn. You can hit me up for that. If you are interested in getting a personal reading, hit me up for that as well. I will be increasing my rates in the coming year, and I will be seeing you guys in your next reading. Thank you.